How do billionaires buy influence? Welcome to Be a Baby Billionaire. When we think of billionaires, we often imagine extravagant lifestyles and immense wealth. But there is another aspect to their success that is often overlooked: their influence. Billionaires not only have the power to shape markets and industries, but they may also have the ability to sway political decisions, have a say in the creation of laws, and shape public opinion. How do they acquire such influence? The answer lies in their strategic use of wealth to purchase influence. In this video, we will explore the different ways in which billionaires buy influence and the impact it has on society and the world at large. From political donations to philanthropic endeavors, we will delve into the tactics and strategies employed by the ultra-wealthy to gain and maintain their influence. So let's take a closer look at the billionaire strategy for purchasing influence and the implications it has on our society. Buying influence 1. The need for influence, understanding the billionaire's perspective. For those in the billionaire class, acquiring influence is more than just a game of power. It may be a calculated move aimed at preserving and expanding their wealth, as well as securing their legacy. Influence acts as a currency in the hands of the super-rich, used to shape the landscape of politics, society, and business. This might include shifting regulations, altering tax structures, or molding public perception in a way that safeguards their assets. Influence also serves a dual purpose. Not only does it protect the billionaire's interests, but also provides a platform to instigate societal change, often in alignment with their personal views or objectives. The world operates on the principle that money speaks volumes, and influence is the dialect of the affluent. This extends beyond merely having wealth. It's about utilizing their wealth strategically to make a lasting impact. For billionaires, buying influence is far from an impulsive, ego-driven decision. Rather, it is a well-thought-out, meticulous plan to invest in avenues that give them an upper hand in business and societal decisions. It's about recognizing the potency of money in not just acquiring tangible assets, but also in buying sway over legislation, public sentiment, and societal evolution. In essence, influence is not an end in itself for billionaires, but a means to other ends, often ends that have far-reaching implications for society at large. From shaping public policy to driving industry trends, the super-wealthy employ influence as a tool to not only safeguard their wealth, but also steer the course of society in a direction they see fit. In the grand scheme of things, influence is a powerful instrument that billionaires expertly wield in their strategic repertoire. Buying influence 2. Influence through political donations, the billionaire's favorite tool. A common approach that billionaires employ to acquire influence is through political donations. This can be realized in several ways, ranging from donations to individual political campaigns to the injection of vast sums of money into political action committees, or PACs. These financial contributions aren't simply gestures of support for specific politicians or political parties. They're investments, strategic moves that often or may lead to the billionaire receiving some form of preferential treatment or access to the corridors of power. These political donations serve as a gateway to influence legislative agendas and political decisions. When the stakes are high and policies that could potentially impact their businesses and wealth are on the table, billionaires often use these donations as a tool to tip the scales in their favor. Beyond the immediate benefits, these donations often serve as an insurance policy for billionaires. By funding the campaigns of influential politicians or injecting money into PACs, they're essentially buying a voice, a means of shaping the societal rules that could affect their businesses and financial standing. It's important to note that the process isn't typically as direct or as straightforward as buying an item from a store. These donations are often made subtly and with a measure of discretion, allowing billionaires to operate behind the scenes. As a result, they're able to shape policies and guide political decisions without drawing too much attention to their actions. This investment strategy isn't without its controversies, with critics arguing that it undermines the democratic process. However, for billionaires, political donations are an effective and time-tested tool for acquiring influence and ensuring their interests are adequately represented in the political landscape. Buying influence 3. The power of lobbying, pushing for favorable policies. Another avenue through which billionaires may exert influence is via lobbying. This sophisticated process involves the deployment of skilled professionals who are tasked with influencing the decisions, policies, or actions of government officials in a manner that aligns with the billionaire's interests. Billionaires, due to their vast financial resources, are able to retain the services of top-tier lobbying firms, whose primary objective is to advocate for the interests of their clients. These interests might include lobbying for more favorable tax laws, pushing for relaxed regulatory constraints, or even securing lucrative government contracts. Unlike political donations, which are generally focused on supporting specific candidates or political parties, lobbying is a more proactive and direct approach to influence. It involves the persistent advocacy for particular policy outcomes, which, if successful, can have an immediate and impactful change on their businesses and the business landscape. The power and impact of lobbying are perhaps most vividly illustrated in situations where controversial or unpopular decisions are reached by policymakers. While the public may cry foul, and critics may argue about the apparent disregard for the democratic process, billionaires understand the game. They understand that lobbying, despite its criticisms, is a potent tool for safeguarding their interests and molding the world in their image. As such, it remains a key component in the billionaire's playbook for acquiring and maintaining influence. Buying influence 4. Influence through philanthropy, the art of generosity. Charitable giving for billionaires isn't just a means of offering financial assistance to those in need. It may be a strategic method of acquiring influence. Through their substantial donations to various causes, research initiatives, educational grounds, and social projects, billionaires are able to subtly influence public opinion and policy in a manner that is often in alignment with their business ventures or personal ideologies. Philanthropy, in this context, is not simply an act of benevolence. It's a shrewd investment in the marketplace of ideas, where public sentiment can be guided and molded over time. Philanthropic endeavors by billionaires often align with their broader strategic goals. For instance, supporting causes that may be closely tied to their business interests, such as environmental conservation by those involved in renewable energy industries, serves to boost their public image while also shaping societal discourse in their favor. Yet, the art of generosity isn't about grand gestures, it's about subtlety. It's about silently steering the ship of public opinion through carefully chosen causes and initiatives. By making substantial donations, billionaires have the ability to set agendas, influence discussions, and position themselves as thought leaders in various spheres. Buying influence 5. Owning media outlets, controlling the narrative. Media outlets play a vital role in shaping public perceptions, making them a valuable asset for billionaires aiming to control the narrative. With significant resources at their disposal, these ultra-wealthy individuals often acquire existing media companies or establish new ones. This ownership may grant them the power to determine what news gets highlighted and how stories are framed. The narratives these media outlets disseminate can be carefully crafted to align with their interests, subtly influencing public opinion over time. If there are policies, individuals, or issues they want to endorse or discredit, their media platforms can be leveraged to do so. This not only impacts the current socio-political climate, but also shapes long-term public discourse. By owning media outlets, billionaires don't just become information disseminators. they become powerful narrative shapers, guiding public conversation in a manner that aligns with their visions and objectives. Their control over media serves as a strategic tool in their influence arsenal, allowing them to guide public perception, shape societal debates, and solidify their standing in the world. Buying Influence 6. Investing in startups, guiding future innovations. Venturing into the world of startups provides billionaires maybe another pathway to accumulate influence. This strategy revolves around injecting substantial capital into emerging companies that demonstrate high potential for growth and innovation. With their financial backing, they are in a position to dictate which creative projects see the light of day and which innovative markets receive priority. The investments they make can help propel startups towards success, leading to the development of cutting-edge technologies and services. This not only transforms the face of the industry, but also allows these wealthy individuals to mold the future trajectory of market trends. Furthermore, being early backers of successful startups gives billionaires the leverage to direct the course of these companies, steering them towards paths that align with their personal interests or business goals. Their role as investors also extends to serving as mentors or advisors, further influencing the decision-making process within these firms. This hands-on involvement can shape a startup's philosophy, culture, and long-term strategy. Thus, through strategic investments in startups, billionaires can impact the innovations of tomorrow, guiding them in a direction that matches their vision and interests. Buying Influence 7. Influence through corporate power. The sphere of corporate power may be a potent platform where billionaires flex their influence. Their positions as major shareholders or board members in large corporations arm them with the authority to make pivotal decisions that reverberate through the economy, job markets, and government policies. Such roles provide billionaires with an influential voice, often louder and more far-reaching than that of the average citizen. They can determine strategic corporate directions, influence hiring practices, and even dictate lobbying efforts. Additionally, their financial prowess allows them to shape corporate landscapes through mergers and acquisitions, thereby steering market trends and competition. This corporate influence transcends the confines of a single organization and extends into the broader business world. Thus, through their corporate power, billionaires manage to imprint their visions and strategies onto the economy, effectively shaping societal realities and future trajectories. Their voices echo across boardrooms, shaping decisions that ripple outwards, influencing broader market dynamics and societal norms. Buying Influence 8. Behind foundations and nonprofits. Establishing foundations and nonprofits may serve as an additional method for billionaires to obtain influence. They may utilize their significant wealth to either fund existing organizations or create new ones that align with their personal interests or causes. This strategy allows them to directly engage with issues they care about and exercise control over the agendas, policies, and activities of these organizations. While this approach paints a picture of charitable commitment and civic engagement, the objective of acquiring influence may be an underlying driving force. Being associated with social causes earns them public admiration, bolstering their reputation and public standing. These organizations often act as an extension of their philanthropic aspirations, providing them with platforms to voice their concerns, promote their views, and influence policy decisions related to their chosen causes. In effect, through foundations and nonprofits, billionaires can subtly exert influence, shape dialogues, and foster societal changes that align with their interests. Time for the soft question. If you were a billionaire, which of these influential moves would you make if money were no object? Please share your experiences in the comment section below. This will help viewers learn from each other and grow together. Subscribe with us and learn. If you find the information in this video valuable, please subscribe and share it with family and friends. Your support will help us create many more high-quality videos like this. Please hit the like button and the notification bell to be notified. Click on these 2 videos shown here to explore even more. The contents of this video are for educational and informational purposes only. Thank you for watching.